Hey guys, I'm Jinx and welcome back to what remains of Edith Finch.
My
Now, I
mom moved up to
guess,
the loft after her brothers died.
climbing this wall.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Hold on. So Milton and Lewis are your brothers and they're both dead, right? So Dawn... Oh, I get it. So Dawn's your mom and Sanjay's your dad, right? I think that would make sense. Yeah.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay, sorry. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well that certainly didn't take me long at all. 10 ways to teach critical thinking for the homeschool student and teacher. Alright.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis
Nice.
was born a year later.
Goddamn. Well. And Lewis...
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
So she just came back?
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Hmm.
And to see kids in the house again.
Milton was a bit more of a of a creative thinking person, huh?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So they just built on top of it. Just added a couple things, that's fine.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Had your own
But it didn't
classroom.
last.
Odin Finch. Oh, by Edith Finch. Hey, nice. The Curse. The myth, history. Cool. It's a nice little presentation. And she taught you guys, huh? Scientific methods: observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, and conclusion.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Jesus. Whoa, this leads to a whole place. Hold on. Did you say the beginning of the end was when Milton got his castle?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Huh. Ever the artist. Oh. Did he leave a trail? Whoa. That's cool.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
It took long enough, didn't it? She probably was, yeah. There he is, King Milton. Milton
Milton Finch
Finch.
in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's so cool. And of course you get meta with it. Now we have a flip book inside a flip book. Also an unending flip book, apparently. Oh.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I wonder where he went and what happened. I don't think he went far. Do you?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What does that mean? She didn't. Okay, interesting. Anyway.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
This is cool. Also, probably not up to safety standards. Look at this, just a boat, and they gave him a room in here. That's so cool.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Huh. Did it now. Well.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
High school diploma.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Understandable. You know, given such a rich family history, you might want something just for yourself. On Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Huh.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
to wander. Want me to just repeat the same things? I can't reach that.
wander.
Oh. Oh! Oh, that's so cool. Oh!
I asked him to describe it.
Oh, that's so cool.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. and toads.
I have to control both things separately. But, oh, that is so cool.
And things that have not names.
Oh, I messed up there.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Holy shit, we went isometric.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
This is so cool.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hello. Alright, come with me, buddy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
It is so cool. Also, look at the way the imagination is growing. Overshadowing what's real.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Hell yeah.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
And the fish
He
always
no longer
still make an
spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Even with sound
They begged
effects.
him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Jeez.
St. Louis.
Well, that's an obvious name.
He started drifting away from our reality.
What next?
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
And look, you can still see her behind the imagination.
In Lewisburg, he heard
Sometimes.
rumors of a
Oh, interesting.
handsome queen.
Hmm. Cool. Oh shit.
The queen was on her own quest for
For sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
Whoa. Hey man. Oh, we slew one. The hell? This is so cool.
He followed the sound of her silver harp.
That is cool. Literally following the sound. That is so cool.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Whoa. Oh, and there's the queen. Holy shit.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Jesus.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Huh.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa. So we back in reality
Began
now?
to forget the world we know.
Cannery.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
He'd rather remember Lewis, the king.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Whoa.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
It's... Jeez.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
The wise Calico. Whoever... Oh! Hi, Molly.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Did you see it? As I did.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Man.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
He just got lost in his own imagination and then decided to stay. And well,
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
is this?
But I understand why we left.
Is this her room? Or Mom's? Edith, Mom. O God, you have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us, and your love supporting us, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Oh, to teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom by EDITH Finch. Cool.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Huh, really? Pictures and...
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What came that night? What happened?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Huh.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Of course she's not leaving.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Honestly.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh, ha!
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Not surprising. Given this family's track record, it's actually also surprising that the house didn't burn down, but it's good that it didn't. And of course, Edie wasn't
you're
leaving.
afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Is that really what happened then? She was just carted off. The History of the Finches by EDITH Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Whoa. You're right.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh, so we're you
There'd
right
been
now.
an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Of course
When
not.
the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Whoa.
I got turned around.
Yep. You certainly did. Where are we now?
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Oh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Whoa.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom,
Hey,
you're gonna rip it.
come
Let
on.
go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car, and I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
But, oh,
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, But I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Man. A story by Giant Sparrow. For Shirley Dallas. Oh. Ian Dallas, creative director. Our technical director, of course. The lead technical artist and lead artist. They look like such a competent crew. Especially Chris Bell, the lead designer. Oh, what a cool way to do credits. Well, Evan Rogers doesn't look all too happy. Gameplay programmer. Man. Right, Milton. We never found out about Milton. I think there's some stuff I missed. You know? I think we could have found out about Milton, and probably about Sanjay. Probably. I'm not so sure. Oh, plus unlockables program. Hold on, unlockables? We're gonna need to take a look at that once the credits are over. All our environment artists. Man. What a cool game. I know it's just like Firewatch, I'm a little late to the party. You know, this isn't exactly the newest release, but that's okay. It's a cool story, and one that I wanted... Well, I just wanted to experience it, so... There you have it. Man, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about the constant coughing, but, you know, I'm sick, there's not much I can do about that. And at this time, I couldn't just wait it out before recording again. I guess we also never found out how Edith died. Both Edie and us, Edith Finch. Wow, well, Megan Ellison she didn't even do anything, it's just a picture of her holding a shotgun, great. No, Nathan Gray. Gray? Oh no, Gary, never mind, I misread. I'm glad I played this, you know? Oh, and all the playtesters. I'm glad I did, I really am. It's such a cool game, so... The style of it, really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. In loving memory, Lewis Finch. The Edith Finch team. Here we go. Whoa, hey! The end. To the left, there was a nice little picture of Edith, her brothers. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. Oh! Oh, that's cool. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. It's a nice family tree. I'm not gonna play a new game either. No, that's it. Yeah, we're not gonna look at the achievements or anything. That's gonna be it. That's a nice, shorter one, calmer one. You know, bit of a slower one. But I still hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed playing it. And I'll see you all in something, you know, that I've been looking forward to for a while. The next few projects, actually. So I hope you're excited for that, because I am. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.